Social media has exploded into chaos after a sudden, unexpected fallout between NBA YoungBoy and Blueface, all centered around one name that nobody saw coming: Nevaeh. The moment a short, distorted clip leaked online, showing Blueface yelling about keeping Nevaeh's name out of someone's mouth. Fans were instantly shocked, scrambling across timelines trying to decode what really went down. People said the tension in that clip felt real enough to cut through the screen, and within minutes, theories were multiplying like wildfire. But everything shifted when YoungBoy responded in his signature calm but dangerous tone, sending a message that felt more like a warning than a clarification. His reaction threw gasoline on the already spreading fire, leaving entire fan bases divided and arguing non-stop. Some claimed Blueface was clout chasing, others swore YB was hiding something, and a few insisted Nevaeh wasn't just a random name, but the root of a much deeper issue. What makes this even crazier is how fast everyone around them started reacting, friends dropping subtle comments, family members going quiet, and fans dissecting every frame. And just when people thought they understood the situation, another twist flipped everything upside down. Nobody realized this was only the beginning of a much wilder storyline ahead. Everything began late on a quiet Thursday night, the kind of night where timelines are dead, group chats are half asleep, and nobody expects anything dramatic to unfold. Then, out of absolutely nowhere, an anonymous page dropped a blurry, shaky video clip that looked like it was filmed through a cracked iPhone screen. In the dim background, Blueface's voice could be heard rising with that familiar sharp tone he uses when he's irritated. Even with the audio distorted, the words, "Keep Nevaeh's name out your mouth, bro," punched through crystal clear, sending instant shockwaves across social media. At first, people didn't even know if the video was real. Some thought it was AI. Some thought it was old. Some thought it was Blueface talking to one of his usual rivals. But the confusion only made things worse, because everyone kept asking the same question: why did it sound like he was arguing with YB? Fans replayed the clip 100 times, trying to catch even the faintest hint of YoungBoy's voice. But the mic caught nothing except tension, heavy breathing, and the echo of Blueface pacing like he was trying to cool down before exploding. Within minutes, the clip had spread everywhere: X, TikTok, YouTube reaction channels, Discord servers. Nobody knew who Nevaeh was or how she was connected to either artist, but the name alone started trending like she was already famous. Fan pages started digging through old posts, searching for any sign of a girl named Nevaeh in the background of YB's videos or Blueface live streams. People found nothing, and that nothingness made the mystery even bigger. Then the blogs jumped in, dropping wild theories at full speed. Some claimed Nevaeh was a secret stylist. Others swore she was a friend of a friend caught between both camps. And a few insisted she was someone the rappers had both been cool with in the past, but nobody ever publicly acknowledged. Every new theory only made the tension rise, because it all pointed to one thing: whatever Nevaeh knew, whatever she saw, whatever she said, somebody didn't want it getting out. Meanwhile, inside YoungBoy's camp, the reaction was immediate but silent. You know that hush that hits a room right before a storm? That's what it felt like. People close to YB exchanged glances, whispered in private group chats, and tried to figure out whether the clip was bait, a setup, or something Blueface posted intentionally to stir things up. One of YB's closest associates typed, deleted, and typed again before sending a cryptic message to a story that read, "Don't poke at what you can't handle." Fans immediately assumed he was talking about Blueface, but with YB's circle, nobody ever knows for sure. Hours passed before YoungBoy made his move. He didn't rant. He didn't yell. He didn't even look angry. He simply went live, sitting in a low-lit room with that blank, unreadable expression he wears whenever something is bothering him, but he's holding it in. For a full 10 seconds, he didn't speak, just stared into the camera like he was trying to figure out whether to address the situation or ignore it. When he finally talked, his words were calm, slow, and heavy. "I don't know what y'all running with," he said, leaning back casually. "But don't speak on me about no girl. Don't do dat." His tone didn't rise, but somehow it felt louder than Blueface yelling. He didn't mention Blueface's name. He didn't mention Nevaeh. But he didn't need to. The silence in between his sentences said everything. People clipped the live instantly. Reaction channels analyzed his tone like they were decoding a crime scene. Some fans said YB sounded hurt. Others said he sounded annoyed, like someone crossed a line too personal to joke about. Then someone slowed the video down and noticed something in the background, a blurred silhouette that looked like a woman walking past the doorway behind him. That single moment caused a second explosion online. Was that Nevaeh? Was she at YB's house? Even though the shape was too unclear to confirm anything, people convinced themselves there was something there. Blueface didn't stay quiet for long. As soon as he saw YB's live trending, he fired up his own Instagram story with a quick, heated message. "Don't play dumb," he typed. "You know exactly what this is about." Fans screenshotted it before it disappeared seconds later, spreading it everywhere like gasoline on a lit match. Suddenly, everyone started taking sides. Some said YoungBoy was acting innocent, trying to downplay something big. Others said Blueface was stirring drama for attention. And then there were those who believed Nevaeh was someone both rappers had history with, but neither wanted to explain how or why. The comments under every post turned into battlefield trenches. People arguing, unfollowing each other, calling each other delusional. Sensing the chaos growing, a fan page posted a collage of Blueface with various women he had been seen with over the past year, circling every girl who could possibly be Nevaeh. Another page posted screenshots of girls YB had been rumored to talk to, but none of them matched the name, creating a mystery thick enough to suffocate the truth. While fans were left piecing together conspiracies, what nobody knew was that a conversation behind the scenes was already happening. One of Blueface's associates apparently reached out to someone connected to YoungBoy's team, asking whether YB had said something about Nevaeh in a private conversation that somehow got back to Blueface. But the response they got was cold, short, and dismissive. "Ain't nobody speak on her." That message didn't calm things down, it only made Blueface more irritated. Late the next night, Blueface jumped on live unexpectedly. No warning, no temperature check, just straight live. He seemed frustrated, bouncing his leg, shaking his head, wiping his face like he was about to say something he shouldn't. "Y'all actin' like I woke up and chose this," he snapped. "Man been talkin' slick. I just don't like when people play both sides." The comments begged for context, but he ignored them. Instead, he mumbled something under his breath about texts being shown around and respect being crossed, though he never said whose texts or what was in them. Fans immediately spun a wild theory. What if Nevaeh was the one who showed Blueface something YoungBoy said? The thought alone sent social media into another frenzy. Meanwhile, Nevaeh herself, who nobody could officially identify, became the center of attention without ever stepping forward. Fake accounts popped up pretending to be her. People DM'd strangers with the same name hoping for tea. Even celebrities started asking what was going on, with a few rappers' partners posting shady emoji tweets as if they already knew but weren't saying anything. But the real spark that lit the next stage came when a voice recording surfaced anonymously on TikTok. The audio was low quality, clipped halfway, but you could clearly hear someone who sounded eerily like YB saying, "I don't trust her. She talked too much." The internet broke instantly. People demanded answers, tagging both rappers nonstop, asking who the audio was about and whether Nevaeh was the girl in question. YB's fans denied it was real. Blueface's fans swore it was. Everyone else sat back enjoying the chaos like they were watching the premiere episode of a new reality show. But deep behind the scenes, beneath the fan theories, the rumors, the viral clips, and the anonymous leaks, Nevaeh herself was watching, staying silent, and waiting. And what she said next would change everything. The next morning, drama hit a level nobody was prepared for. While the internet was still buzzing with arguments about the leaked audio and whether YB actually said he didn't trust Nevaeh, a new shockwave dropped out of nowhere. A mysterious Instagram account with the handle @itsnevaeh posted a single black screen with one sentence, "Y'all wanna know the truth or not?" Instantly, people flooded the comments begging for answers. Even though nobody could confirm whether this was the real Nevaeh or just another clout-chasing impersonator, the account gained nearly 50,000 followers in less than an hour. And the timing? Suspiciously perfect. It sent fans into overdrive, convinced the real Nevaeh was finally ready to break her silence after watching YB and Blueface go at each other publicly. But before the account posted anything else, Blueface jumped back online in the afternoon, pacing around what looked like a studio hallway. He wasn't yelling this time. Instead, he spoke with that calm-before-the-storm tone that always made people nervous. "I ain't trying to beef with nobody," he said, staring straight into the camera. "But if somebody gon' lie on my name and play behind my people, I'ma speak on it. Simple as that." A fan asked him directly in the comments whether he was talking about YoungBoy. Blueface smirked but didn't confirm. "A man know when he send mixed messages," he said. "And a man know when he get caught." That sentence alone sent social media into tailspin. Caught doing what? People asked. Every blog posted screenshots of Blueface's cryptic comments, adding dramatic captions about secrets finally coming to light. But while Blueface stirred the pot publicly, YoungBoy's energy was the complete opposite. Late in the evening, he posted a black and white picture of himself sitting on a couch, staring at his phone with a blank expression. No caption, no emojis, nothing. The photo felt like a silent message. Either he was unbothered or he was carefully choosing his next move. Minutes later, a leaked text thread started circulating online. The messages weren't confirmed, but they appear to show someone, allegedly Nevaeh, telling a friend that YB been lying, followed by a message saying Blueface saw the texts. People couldn't verify whether the screenshots were real, edited, or entirely fabricated, but the timing made fans believe there was something deeper happening behind the scenes. At the same time, people who claimed to know Nevaeh privately began sliding into comment sections with vague, shady statements. One person wrote, "She wasn't lying when she said both of them would switch sides." Another commented, "She warned them this would blow up eventually." Every new message felt like fuel on a fire that was already out of control. Back at Blueface's place, the tension escalated. Someone in the background of his live whispered something like, "She mad you posted that," and Blueface just waved his hand like it didn't matter. But fans caught it instantly. "She who?" they asked. Was Nevaeh with him? Was she texting him? Or was this someone completely different? The mystery turned into obsession. Meanwhile, over in Baton Rouge, YB's camp was trying to tighten their circle. One of his closest associates went on IG story with a message saying, "MFS gone flip a whole story just to feel relevant." That post was reposted hundreds of times, with fans suggesting it was aimed directly at Nevaeh or Blueface. But the real turning point came when Nevaeh finally posted a video. A short, dimly lit clip where she didn't reveal her face, just her voice. Soft, steady, slightly nervous, but confident enough to make listeners lean in closer. "I didn't want this to get messy," she said. "But people want to drag my name like I'm the problem. So, let's be real, both of them knew what was going on." And then, before she could say anything else, the screen cut to black. Just like that, the internet exploded again. Fans replayed the audio over and over, analyzing her tone, her pauses, her breathing. Some people said she sounded hurt. Some said she sounded manipulative. Others said she sounded like someone who had receipts but wasn't ready to drop them yet. Blueface reacted first. Within minutes of the video going viral, he posted a story with a single message. "Go ahead. Tell it all then." YoungBoy didn't post anything yet, but his silence was loud. Too loud. People started theorizing that he was preparing something explosive, something that would shut everything down. Every fanbase was holding their breath, waiting for the next move like this was a championship game going into overtime. But instead of YB responding, someone else stepped into the drama. An unknown rapper from California, someone loosely connected to Blueface's camp, posted a shady video saying, "YB better watch who he lying on." Folks got the whole truth. The guy didn't mention names, didn't give details, but the message was threatening enough to rile up YB's supporters. Within an hour, the situation turned into a full East Coast versus West Coast argument online. People started bringing up old beef, old interviews, old tweets, anything to connect dots that probably didn't exist. Reaction channels dropped videos with titles like "The Nevaeh Triangle Explained" and "Why Blueface is Actually Mad." Some creators claimed they had inside information. Others just made up stuff for clicks. But regardless of accuracy, the drama kept building. Meanwhile, Nevaeh stayed quiet, which only made her more powerful in the story. Silence in a scandal is like gasoline. It burns without even moving. The following morning, YB finally broke his silence in the most unexpected way. Instead of a rant, he posted a calm video walking around his backyard. He spoke slowly, choosing every word carefully. "I ain't never lied on nobody," he said. "I undo all that messy talk. If somebody feel played, they need to speak on their own actions, not mine." The comment section lit up instantly. Fans started arguing again. Some claimed he sounded too defensive. Others said he sounded too calm, like he knew something nobody else did. A few pointed out how he kept glancing off camera, like someone was standing nearby listening. Blueface wasted no time firing back. He posted a text that said, "You bein' real selective, but okay." Then he added a laughing emoji, which only made things worse. That same afternoon, a longer audio clip leaked. This time, the voice that sounded like Nevaeh seemed to be arguing with someone, possibly YB. She could be heard saying, "You said you was done with it." And another voice responded, "I never said that. You twisted it." The clip was messy, muffled, incomplete, but dramatic enough to send fans spiraling. Everyone wanted answers now. Everybody wanted the full story. And everyone agreed on one thing: Nevaeh was no longer just some random name. She had become the center of a public tug-of-war between two of the most talked-about artists online. The energy kept shifting back and forth, and just when people thought it couldn't get messier, another twist blindsided everyone. A photo surfaced in the late evening, an old picture showing Blueface, YB, and a girl with her face turned away, sitting at a studio lounge months earlier. Even though her identity wasn't clear, fans immediately claimed the girl was Nevaeh. And if that was true, it meant Blueface and YB weren't lying. They really did know her. They really did have history. And she really had been sitting between them long before the drama blew up. The internet went insane. And this was only the beginning of the real explosion. The moment it surfaced, the entire internet froze like someone pressed pause on the world. The picture wasn't even high quality. It looked like it had been snapped secretly from behind a stack of studio equipment, but it showed exactly enough to ignite a wildfire. Blueface on the left, YoungBoy on the right, and a girl sitting slightly forward between them, her face turned away as if she didn't want to be seen. Fans immediately zoomed in, brightened the image, sharpened it, and circled her figure with red markers. Even though her features were hidden, everyone insisted, "That's gotta be Nevaeh." Within an hour, fan pages started connecting dots. They found old footage from the same night, short clips showing the rappers joking around, laughing, passing a mic back and forth. But in one clip, something stood out. The same girl's silhouette walking past the camera, holding a phone to her ear. Nobody noticed her back then because no one cared. But now, she had become the center of the loudest drama of the month. Blogs posted the picture instantly, slapping captions like, "Nevaeh was there all along," and "The love triangle exposed." People started digging deeper. Screenshots surfaced showing someone who claimed to be Nevaeh's cousin saying, "She told y'all they both lying, but y'all didn't want to listen." Another person posted, "Nevaeh warned them this was gonna blow up." But the real storm hit when Blueface addressed the picture directly during a late-night IG Live. He was sitting in a car, seat reclined, looking exhausted but annoyed. Y'all funny," he said, smirking. "Y'all finally found the photo, huh? Took long enough. But yeah, she was there. That ain't no secret. What's the issue?" The comment section exploded. Thousands of people typed questions at once. Did YB like her first? Did you talk to her behind his back? Why did y'all keep her a secret? Did she tell you something about YB? Blueface ignored most of them, but at one point, he squinted at the screen and sighed. "Some dudes lie for no reason," he said. "They play both sides, then get mad when it blows up." That line hit like a missile. Fans immediately interpreted it as Blueface accusing YoungBoy of hiding his involvement with Nevaeh, maybe even lying to protect himself. The rumor mill exploded. Theories started forming faster than people could read them. Meanwhile, YB's camp went suspiciously silent. No posts. No cryptic stories. No comments. Silence like a storm pulling back before striking again. Then, in the middle of the chaos, the @itsnevaeh account posted again. This time a picture of a handwritten note that read, "Y'all believe what you want. I'm tired of clearing it up." Underneath, she added a caption. "They both know what they did." The internet had a meltdown. People demanded details. Reaction channels analyzed her handwriting. TikTok detectives tried comparing the handwriting to other receipts they thought belonged to her. Everyone wanted answers, and the silence from YB and the vagueness from Blueface only fueled the fire. But behind the scenes, the truth was brewing in a completely different direction. A person claiming to be close to Nevaeh DM'd a popular gossip page, sending a voice note saying, "Y'all don't even know half." They both liked her. They both said they didn't care. But one of them got jealous when she stopped responding. The person didn't say who, but fans assumed immediately. Some said it was YoungBoy. Others said it was Blueface. But the rumors kept piling up until they became a whole new storyline the internet accepted as fact. Finally, after a full day of chaos, YB broke the silence. He posted a video from his house, the camera shaky as he walked from room to room, clearly irritated. "Man, stop trying to make stuff up," he said, his voice tight. "Y'all keep pushing this girl like she mattered to me. I ain't talking to her. I ain't tripping on her. I ain't jealous of nobody. Stop dragging me." He looked frustrated, more frustrated than he'd sounded earlier in the feud. And the way he kept pacing gave the video a raw, unfiltered energy that fans ate up instantly. But then, right in the middle of his rant, someone off camera called his name. A woman's voice. Fans froze. Every blog clipped that moment and slowed it down. Some said it was Nevaeh. Others said it was someone else entirely. But the mystery only deepened when YB cut the video abruptly after the voice spoke. Blueface responded instantly with a laughing emoji and the caption, "Bruh got caught." And that comment, it broke the internet. People started theories that Nevaeh was actually at YB's place again. Some said that's why he was so defensive. Others said Blueface knew something the fans didn't. The drama reached a whole new level when a new page, claiming to be Nevaeh's friend, posted a long paragraph saying, "Nevaeh stopped messing with one of them because he kept making promises and breaking them. Then he lied to the other one about it. That's why they're fighting." The internet went insane again. This time, people believed the person was talking about YoungBoy being the one who made promises. Especially since Blueface kept reacting to everything with that smug tone, like he already won the argument. Meanwhile, Nevaeh herself posted a short video of her laughing, face still hidden behind her hair, with the caption, "They swear they know the full story." Fans went into detective mode again, analyzing the background, trying to figure out where she was. Some claimed she was on the West Coast. Some insisted she sounded like she was in a southern state. Others said she might be traveling between both cities. Then came the twist nobody expected. A private message leaked, allegedly from Nevaeh to a friend, saying, "He told me Blueface wasn't his friend like that. He told me they didn't rock with each other. So I didn't think it was wrong." Fans lost their minds. Blogs immediately turned the phrase "wasn't his friend like that" into a headline. So now the new storyline became, did YoungBoy lie about not being close to Blueface so he could talk to Nevaeh? Was Nevaeh caught between them because she believed they weren't cool? Did Blueface find out only recently? Nobody had answers, but the theories were too good. Too messy, too dramatic to ignore. Then something happened that nobody saw coming. A 3-second clip leaked showing Nevaeh opening a car door, Blueface sitting in the driver's seat, and her saying, "Did you tell him yet?" Even though it was unclear who she meant, fans assumed she was asking whether Blueface told YB something. But the timing of the clip was even more suspicious. It came out minutes after Blueface tweeted, "Loyalty over everything." That one tweet sparked a massive debate. Was Blueface implying YoungBoy broke loyalty first? Was Nevaeh the middle piece? And if they were all cool at one point, what caused the fallout? The internet grew louder, messier, more chaotic with each passing hour. But the biggest twist of all was still loading. because Nevaeh wasn't done yet. And what she said next would shake both camps to their core and flip the entire story in a direction nobody expected. And now, with everything that's unfolded, from the leaked clips to the voice notes, the disappearing posts, the late-night rants, and Nevaeh becoming the most talked-about mystery name in the rap world, you're left staring at a situation that still hasn't settled. Because even after all the twists, all the emotional moments, all the messy back and forths that had fans arguing nonstop, the truth is nothing feels finished. Both NBA YoungBoy and Blueface have gone quiet again, and that silence has fans even more anxious. People are refreshing pages, waiting for the next move, wondering who's going to speak first, and what Nevaeh's role in all of this really means moving forward. Some fans think this is the calm before an even bigger storm. Others believe someone behind the scenes is trying to cool everything down before it gets out of control. But one thing nobody can deny is the way this situation has taken over the entire internet. The fanbase is split, the comment sections are on fire, and everyone's still trying to connect the dots. And honestly, with the way both camps are acting, it feels like we're not even close to the end yet. There are questions hanging in the air, unanswered messages, and tension that hasn't been addressed. Anything could happen next. So now it's your turn to jump into the conversation. If you're watching this, make sure you hit that like button so more people can join the debate. Drop a comment and tell us what you think really sparked this whole situation. Was it a misunderstanding? Was it jealousy? Was someone hiding something? And don't forget to subscribe, because the moment a new update drops from YoungBoy, from Blueface, or from Nevaeh herself, you already know we're bringing it straight to you first. Stay locked in, this story is far from over.